Hello, welcome back to Otter Pop Culture. Today we're going over the third album of Joji's album called Nectar. So Nectar is the first album I'm officially getting into with Joji. I know of him, and I've been around to see like people like stand him and all stuff like that, especially with his breakout song Slow Dancing in the Dark, which I really like too. And he's kind of known for being more of a kind of a, like, he's very open with his emotions. He's known to be very vulnerable with how he feels about certain things. He's definitely the heartbreak of the group of, the heartbreak kid of the group of, 88 Rising, which is, this is another alumni of the 88 Rising. Just so you know, I'm not making these videos with the idea of I'm gonna make all of each one of them. I'm kind of highlighting just the ones I really that I've connected with, and also just curious because they weirdly a lot of the alumni has released their albums in this type of like around this time, so it's kind of interesting. So I'm gonna go over this album, talk about my favorites and stuff like that, and kind of break down some of the meanings of the songs. So, some of the songs that I really like is, well, first of all, let me start off get you into the mood of the album. So the album starts off with the first song called Ew, and this one, it's pretty much talking about he wants to find somebody that will love him forever, and not constantly leave him heartbroken. And he says in this weird sarcastic, "Teach me how to love just to let me go." And he has great falsetto in this, and it's a very short song. I think it's just giving you a taste of what the mood is gonna be for the album, which is it does. And he just goes even deeper into it, which I think is really nice. MODUS is a first song that I really liked. With he's saying like the idea of him being pressured, the pressures of him being in the music industry and them trying to get him to be some pop star, try to mold him into that, and he doesn't really care for that, and the pressures are a little intense. There's a piano beginning, which is really nice, because because I haven't listened to the other albums fully, I don't really know exactly what mood or what sound his own unique sound is, but I definitely do. It seems like he likes to play with a lot of instrumentals, a lot of, like, he's not afraid of a long piano opening. Like, he's not afraid of that. He's not afraid to let the instrumental do its thing and then come in. I feel like he definitely, I think Joji's albums, or this definitely, at least from this album, I feel like it's a complete mood, and he definitely brings that in. This song is really nice, and it's pretty much, yeah, I really like it. One of the things I like, he says, "Do forgive me. The scene, I've seen the treasures in the bloom, but not right now. It just doesn't. I don't see enough. I'm just not strong enough for you." Pretty much saying that to the industry is like, I'm not strong enough to take all this on at this moment. One thing I did like that he did was sorry. He's like, "Sorry, you can see it in my nah." And I really like that. I think it was really cool. TikTok's another one I really like. This is one of those albums where it did actually turn into like a huge thing where I was just like, I liked one song and then more, and each song started to be really good, so patience with that. TikTok is really nice. It's pretty much talking about the waste of being this couple that's wasting each other's time because due to lack of communication, this relationship is doomed in that direction. I do like the idea that he sampled Dilemma by Nelly with the ah kind of part. I think it's really cool. One part I really like that he says is, "As time keeps slipping away, girl, don't start feeling away. You and I are one and the same, loving in pain." Pretty much saying, even as we're far away from each other, please don't forget about me. But because we're pretty much in the same bus as we're both in love while we're in pain, kind of thing. Daylight is one of the singles that came out featuring Diplo. I do like this one. I really did like this. I feel like this was the official song that was like, I'm definitely waiting for this album to come out so I can get into the full thing. So I pretty much ignore the rest of the songs. Well, except for Gimme Love. I really like this one. It sounds perfectly, their mixture, their sounds together is perfect. This one's pretty much talking about him feeling hopeless at the end of a relationship. And he's like, I don't care if you moved on. I'm not laying in bed with a fucked up head. Pretty much saying he's trying to move on with it, but it's still affecting him. Gimme Love is another one I like. I love the kind of thing that goes throughout the whole production, that goes through the whole thing. I really like it. Has a great, it definitely feels like a ballad, and like a love ballad without the just straight up piano. I did love the kind of dark lo-fi kind of feel with the claps being the snare. What else was I really into? I love the little floaty, weird, different production at the very end. So yeah, and then Run is another one I really like. I love the, I love the guitar. The guitar in Run is insane. Insane. I love it. This one's pretty much talking about his feelings of him, or running away from his feelings of the fact that his ex has moved on with a different guy. And so he's not really happy about that. And he's trying to make sense of it, but it's just not really working for him. So he's deciding to run away from the feelings that he feels about it. Sanctuary is another one I really like. How this one's pretty much about his potential lover is his sanctuary, his safe zone, his safe place. I like the production. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for that one. Pretty Boy featuring Lil Yachty. I have yet to get into Lil Yachty. I don't really know too much about him other than the fact that he does really good charity work. So, other than that, that's all I know from him. But I do like him in this. This is really nice. He definitely kills it with going in with the emotions of what's going on. This one's talking about the idea of the confidence that the false confidence that they put up in front of themselves, when really inside they have a lot of coping mechanisms and internal like trauma or issues that's going on inside, but they don't want to let it be known in public. Going into another one I really like is Afterthought featuring Benee. Benee. So Benee, I love Benee. She's an Aussie singer, and she has a great songs. Get into her if you can. This is really, really nice. Pretty much talking about the aftermath of a dysfunctional relationship, and pretty much saying, like, he says, I stay in the limelight like a beautiful afterthought, and I love the smooth kind of trap sound, and I feel like after track 12, you kind of go into more of a smooth, like, you get more, he sinks more into trap, which is really cool. Mr. Hollywood's another one I like. It's pretty much talking about despite him being famous, he wants to stay grounded, and he finds ways to stay that way. And then the last two I really like is 777 and Like You Do. 777 has a great sound. I love the sound. It reminds me of is that GOA? DOA. It reminds DOA? I think it's DOA. That came from Rich Ryan's album, that kind of like weird 80s sound that I think in 777, he also, I'm completely going blank. Joji is applying that same kind of feel, and I really like that. Like You Do is really nice. I feel like this one is another one that's kind of like ballady, piano ballady, that's about about the ending of a relationship. He says, if you ever go, all the songs that we will like will sound like a bittersweet lullaby. And pretty much saying over and over again, like, no one loves me the way that you do. And just saying, like, just how bittersweet it could be after the relationship's done and we hear these songs again. And another shout out to the last song, which is Your Man. It kind of does this repetitive, like, 3 lines over and over again. And I at first was upset about it, but then when you go into the atmosphere of the song, it actually sounds really nice. It reminds me actually of Honey by Robin, how it has that kind of weird like repetitiveness, but it's repetitive to go with the flow of the emotions. You know, you can still feel the emotions of what's going on even as how repetitive it is. So pretty much that's pretty much it for this. I give Nectar I give it a 8 out of 10. I give it an 8 out of 10. There's some songs that was kind of like with it, but this definitely has kicked me into gear wants to get more into him, so I might even go to other albums. Leave a comment below, tell me what you thought. If you liked it, didn't like it, let me know. Favorite songs if you have that. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also like it if you like this video. And I'll see you in the next video.